My name is Mark Fanning, and we came on the Tanzanian trip from Houston, Texas. The thing that stands out the most to me is how God is raising up local leadership and local churches, and how dedicated they are, and how I probably underestimated what all the local church here is doing. The visionary leadership that they have, the fervency for God's call upon their lives and upon the church here in Tanzania, that I guess totally caught me off guard. You know, I guess we get so selfish in our thoughts. We think that, you know, we'll provide them a church and they'll get started. Well, God has already started here, and He's already doing stuff, and we're just enabling them and giving them a tool. The resources here are so limited, so we can just provide a small part of that through ICM to give them, again, legitimacy and a place to worship and a way to draw in the additional members around the community that are seeing what is going on and seeing the building and seeing the people going to the building and worshiping God in a mighty way. I somewhat expected just to be an observer from the back of the room of what was going on there, but as we would walk up to the churches, all the children would run out to greet us, and many of the people would come out, and you could hear inside the church the joy and the singing and the jubilation and the worship that was going on. As we walked in to the church, they would continue that worship and that singing, and they would seat us in a place of honor that we didn't deserve in the front row, and they would welcome us so warmly. So just that whole experience of seeing how they worship and seeing how excited they are and loving they were to see us. And I was talking with one of the associate pastors after service that's here in Tanzania, in Zanzibar, and he sort of grabbed me by both arms, and he said, "No compenda sana." And of course I didn't know what that meant. And he said, "No compenda sana." And I said, you know, he could tell I didn't know the Swahili words, and so he was having me repeat it, and so I was trying to say, "No compenda sana." And I sort of got it right, but then he looked at me with this enormous smile, and still holding on my arms, and said, "I love you very much." It was humbling too to be there, because, you know, this is really God's work, and I'm just a tool. And my family is just a tool. To know that we were able to be a part of it, to touch, and to be a part of what God is doing there, was amazing. My sense was, while we were there, that the kingdom of God that grows there through that church, you know, only one day we'll know when we're in heaven what impact that was. If you want to see what God's doing, then that's what Mission Trip does. Get to peek just a little bit at some of what God is doing in His work.